The Rule of Seven. The mall was never meant to be quiet. Even in blackout, Amara expected echoes, distant alarms, trapped music looping forever, the hum of generators fighting death. Instead, there was only breathing. Too many people, too close together, trying not to make noise. 7 survivors. That was the number. Amara noticed it the moment they barricaded the security gate with overturned kiosks and mannequins. 7 bodies, 7 heartbeats, 7 shadows cast by emergency lights that flickered like dying candles. Her Lola's voice crawled up from memory, uninvited. Never travel with more than 7 at night. Amara tightened her grip on Tagaputol. They had names now. Ines, the medic, sat on the floor binding a man's arm with strips torn from a department store curtain. Her hands were steady, eyes hollow but focused. Blood didn't scare her. Panic did. Marco, the skeptic, paced near the gate. Office shirt, designer watch cracked at the face. He kept muttering about riots, drugs, terrorists, anything but monsters. Denial clung to him like cologne. Tomas, quiet, helpful, too helpful, kept volunteering to scout hallways alone. He smiled too often. Amara had been watching him since the jeepney. The others were noise. Fear, whispers, shaking hands. 7. Always 7. Why does it matter? Marco snapped when Amara finally spoke. 7, 8. What difference does it make? Amara didn't answer him at first. She crouched, scooped a pinch of ash from her vial, and drew a thin circle on the tiled floor. The lights flickered harder when she finished. Because aswang count, she said, and they prefer odd numbers. Silence. Ines looked up. You keep saying that word like it explains everything. It does, Amara replied, just not in ways you'll like. She stood, voice low. There's an old rule. If 7 people shelter together after moonrise, one of them won't make it to dawn, either because the monsters take them, her eyes slid to Thomas, or because one already belongs to them. Something scratched the ceiling, slow, deliberate, not rats. Everyone froze. From above came a dragging sound like nails testing concrete. A wet inhale followed, long and satisfied. Manananggal. Amara could tell by the way the air changed, thicker, copper-sweet, like blood, left too long in heat. They're hunting, she whispered. But they won't rush. Why not? Someone whimpered. Because they're waiting for us to break the rule. The scratching stopped. A woman's voice drifted down through the ventilation shaft, soft and comforting. May tao ba riyan? Is anyone there? Inez stood halfway before Amara grabbed her wrist. No, Amara hissed. That's not a woman. But she sounds... They always do. The voice changed, lower now, amused. I can smell the old blood. Amara felt it then, the pull, like being recognized by something ancient and cruel. Elder, not just a hunter, a watcher. Panic cracked the group. Marco shouted they had to run. One of the others cried. Tomas suggested splitting up, finding another exit. His eyes gleamed in the half-light. Amara stepped into the center of the circle she'd drawn. We don't move, she said. Movement invites pursuit. Noise invites feeding. Fear. The lights went out completely. Blackness swallowed them all. Something dropped behind them. A scream cut short. When the emergency lights sputtered back on, there were still 6 people standing, and a smear of blood, leading into the darkness. 7 had become 6. The rule had been satisfied. From somewhere above, laughter echoed. Pleased, disappointed, hungry for more. Amara closed her eyes, jaw clenched. The night wasn't testing them anymore. It was counting down,